Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Now on today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different from some of the stuff I normally do, and we're going to be looking at a sort of long lost game for the Sega Saturn. Now this is a game that was originally scheduled to come out on the Saturn, but never actually came out. It was scrapped before it was released. Well, now it's resurfaced, and I thought we'd take a quick look at it, maybe show a little gameplay, have a little fun with it. This is Sacred Pools. Alright everyone, so as always, if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video, give this one a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. Now to start off with here, I'm just going to read a little something from an article, and this article comes from Gaming Alexandria. I am going to have a link to the article in the comments, partially so that you can read it for yourself and look at some of the video. Now, partially also because, yes, the ROMs for this game are out there. They are available. So if you have a Saturn emulator, you will be able to play this game. Now, I am not going to link directly to the ROMs. Again, this is a game that was scheduled for release but never actually came out, so there may not necessarily be anything wrong with sharing the ROMs for this, but because YouTube can be a little funny sometimes with that stuff, I don't want to cause any issues. So I'm not going to link directly to the ROMs, but I am going to link to an article, and if you read this article, you can figure out how to get the game for yourself. Let's just put it at that, all right? But this is what they have to say about it. So this is the Sacred Pools, and it's an unreleased FMV game by Sega that was planned for release in 1997. The game was a new arrival to the FMV market that was pushed as an erotic thriller for an older audience. With a reported budget of about $2 to $3 million, Sega's new division, SegaSoft, aimed to expand the experiences available on Saturn, PC, Macintosh, and PSX. Yes, this game was actually scheduled to be up on PC and PlayStation as well. And again, when you look for the ROMs, you could actually download the versions for PC or PlayStation as well. So if you have a PlayStation emulator, you could do that too. I'm going to be playing it on a Saturn emulator since that's the main game it was, or the main console it was originally designed for. Although Sacred Pools made a legendary debut at E3 in 1996, the press panned the game for its quality, and it was quietly pushed aside to never be heard from again. So yeah, I'm not going to read through the whole article. You can check it out for yourself. You can read more about the game. You can check out the game for yourself for sure. But, there's a lot of reasons why a game like this would not have come out in 97. Now, in 97, FMV games were kind of on their way out. FMV, or full motion video games, were a huge rage during the start of the cycle where games were coming on CD for PC, for console, for whatever. Once you could get that CD, once the CD was available to increase the amount of information you could have available to a game, then the company started to realize, we could actually shoot film and turn that into a game, and it became this whole medium of basically interactive movies that you could play. And at first the novelty was really neat, and there were some really cool ones out there. Night Trap, of course, is a big one everybody knows about for Sega. You had Sewer Sharks, you had The Seventh Guest, which was a fantastic FMV games. I was always partial to the Tex Murphy games on PC. Those detective games, they were always very tongue-in-cheek. They were a lot of fun to play. Some of the later Wing Commander games had FMV to them, including actors like Mark Hamill playing the main role in it. So there was some really cool stuff to come out of the FMV craze of games. But by the late 90s, it was starting to wane. People were tired of the grainy video quality. They were tired of the cheesy acting in a lot of them, the bad effects, the limited gameplay in many of them. Many of them were, kind of similar to, like, say, a Dragon's Lair type game where you just kind of pushed in a direction, or you picked an option, kind of like a choose your own adventure thing where, the action played out on screen, but you really weren't like directly affecting the action so much. So, they were starting to lose favor. And on top of that, the Sega Saturn was kind of at the end of its life cycle. The Dreamcast was getting ready to come out relatively soon. So I don't think they were really pushing the Saturn as much. And Dreamcast went in a very different direction. Obviously, still CD based, but much more arcade focused in the amount of game, in the level and quality of games that came out with it. So these FMV games really kind of went by the wayside. So the Sacred Pool, while well into development from the looks of it, just never made it to market. But now it's actually surfaced. I think somebody involved in the project gave the ROMs to somebody else and whatever, and it's kind of like made its way around and whatever. And now they've actually been released online. So like I said, probably not a big deal to be able to have this game since it was never officially released anyway. But just because of, the way things are, I don't want to cause any issues. I'm not going to have a link to the ROMs directly. But like I said, the article that I read on this, that I read a little bit from at the beginning, like I said, if you go in there, you'll be able to find the game. But that's enough of an intro. Let's dive in. Let's take a look at it. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I'm kind of going in cold. I played a little bit of it, like the beginning of it before, just to get a feel for it. But for the most part, I'm going in cold. So I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I'll show you a little bit of gameplay. You guys can decide if you think it's worth it or not. And hey, let's check it out. All right, so this is a Sega Saturn emulator called SSF that I'm using. There's probably a bunch of different emulators out there. I know RetroArch is one that a lot of people like that you can use to play Saturn games. There is also a version of this, like I said, for PSX, so if you have a PlayStation emulator, you could try that too. The game comes on 3 discs, and all 3 are available to download. So, yeah, we're going to watch the intro to this game for a minute here, and I got to tell you, just the fact that this intro is put together the way it is, and just from the bit that I've played of this game, it could be that a lot of this game is available in this ROM to play. Could be the whole game, for all I know. There might be game-breaking bugs in it, because this was a pre-release. Yeah, I mean, just from the little bit that I've kind of looked at it and played it, it does seem like a lot of the game is available to play. So, if people download it, if you try it out, if you get through the whole game, let me know. I probably will try to play through it at some point, but I just wanted to play a little bit of it for you guys, give you guys just kind of an idea of what the game is and how it plays. Apparently some big asteroid hits into Earth, and you are going to find yourself on a space station. Beyond that, why you're on the space station, what you're supposed to do, not totally sure. But we'll just kind of play through a little bit of it, like I said, give you an idea of what the game was supposed to be about. Very typical look to a lot of late 90s FMV games, with these 3D kind of graphics to them, all very similar.
You're lucky to be in one piece. Here, drink this. It'll help. I gotta go. Find Lazar at the water bar. He'll take care of you.
And I guess that was your life bar there. And so, yeah, when a cute, scantily clad girl gives you something blue to drink, you drink it. All right, let's move. Make my way down the corridor here. Apparently, it's important to look kind of left and right in this game, because if you find these little things, that you can find cool stuff for your inventory. Now, what any of this stuff does, no idea, but apparently it's all over the place. Oh, look, there's one there too. Now I got a green plant and a yellow ball. Alright, I don't know what that was. Oh.
It's okay. He's with us.
Yeah, supposedly there's a lot of these little semi-jump scares, too, with people jumping out at you. Alright, and there's this puzzle here, which, I have no idea what you're supposed to do. I guess you're probably supposed to collect stuff and then put it into here, but I haven't gotten enough stuff yet, so I don't know. Oh, okay, well, whatever that did, it gave me more life. I hope I won't regret losing that. So I guess we'll have to come back to whatever that is. Oh, another one. Guess those things are all over the frickin' place. Can't go there. Can't go there. Okay, let's follow the cute chick. There we go. All right, so apparently that kicked me out of the space station. All right, once you stop spinning for a while, then I guess you gotta just make your way back. Oh, that's a little blinding. Thanks for that. Is that supposed to help me? Didn't seem to do much. Wait, where are you going? Let's see, do I risk following another cutie? Well, I guess we're following her now. Because that worked out so well for me last time. Oh yeah, that doesn't have trap written all over it at all. And see, like I said, it's a multi-disc game, so please hold while I put in disc 3.
You must learn the ways of the crystals before it is safe to enter the sacred pools.
Okay, well, can't go in there. Can't go in there. And I'm being attacked again. Man, those things are everywhere. All right, all these weird symbols all over the place, but no idea yet what they're supposed to mean or what they're supposed to do. So... oh, another one. I don't think there's a way you're supposed to fight those or not. If there is, I haven't figured it out. I gotta figure out what all those things are used for. Maybe you can actually defend yourself. Okay.
It's not safe.
Did I lose her?
Input proper code for access. Incorrect input. Try again.
Okay. Well, I have no idea what that should be, so we'll just keep going.
Então partia.
Okay.
Então partia.
I guess I lost my little thing too. Definitely feel like I'm walking around in circles in this game. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. I did encounter one game-breaking bug where I tried to open a little cubby hole for something and the game just froze on me and it just kicked me right back out. Now I'm at the beginning of the game again. As you can see here, I got the intro playing again. Yeah, so let me just stop right there. Alright, so there you have it. That was just a little bit of gameplay of The Sacred Pool, an unreleased Saturn game. You guys can find it. You guys can check it out for yourself. Looks like for the most part you're walking around corridors, you're picking up all these little objects and whatever, fending off creatures, although how, I don't know. There's puzzles in the game. Haven't figured any of those out yet. Like I said, I kind of went into this cold just to play a little bit of it for you guys. It was really kind of my first time playing through. I'm sure if I play around with it a little bit more, maybe look up a little more info online, I'll figure out what the heck you're supposed to do. Some interesting characters for sure. Definitely following the cute girls is not necessarily the right thing to do in the game, but you know, hey, had to give it a shot. But that's it. Yeah, I just thought I'd throw this out there for you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like these kind of games? Are you interested in checking out a game that has never been released before? Yeah, grab yourself a Saturn emulator, go download the ROMs, and check it out. That's the Sacred Pool. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.